Hey there, you guys. Welcome back. Today we are going to look at some Amaryllis. This is actually the one that what is this one called again? Picotee. That's the one. We planted this one a long time ago. It's finally starting to put out a flower spike. Oh my god. A flower is on its way. So slow. That's why when you buy them pre-done, if you want to know that it's going to start to grow right away, look for a bud that's already started, just poking through. This one took a few weeks before it actually started to grow for me. So anyway, yeah. Anyway, that's not what I was talking about. Well, it is an Amaryllis. Off to the side here, let me drop the camera. Right here we have the Amaryllis that we were saving from the garden. So many of you wanted to know how they're doing, and maybe some of them need to get planted. I'm not sure. Can you see inside there? They're covered in the dust. These ones here, they're starting to grow, but there's no flower spikes. Not just yet. So what is this one? This one's called Yellow Garden. So we're just going to quickly go through here and see if there's anything that's in spike. This one's called Stripe Garden. These garden ones, the Stripe Garden and the Red Garden and whatnot, they really are a mass of bulbs. There's no flower spikes just yet on these guys. I ended up tearing the bag. Oh, Lord. I don't know if anything is going to be ready or not. I ended up dusting them with the fungicide and the insecticide dust. It's not something you really want to breathe in. That was neon. Nothing is growing there yet. Here's one that's a mystery. I lost the tag. I don't see any flower spikes starting on this one yet either. Everything looks good. Look at all this. It's got divisions like crazy. This one started to rot out. See the basal plate? Oh, I'm not in frame. The basal plate has a hole in it. So it's producing these offsets because this bulb next year probably will not survive. So we'll keep our eyes on that. The bulb is nice and plump though. Hope there's something with a bloom. This one here is white flower. I'm not sure what it is. This one actually feels like it's hollow. And this will probably end up being garbage. I had an issue where there was sow bugs. I think when I was watering from above, and the moisture was staying in the crown of the plant, and it was causing rot. And I noticed when I was putting them away that there was sow bugs or pill bugs in the center of the plant. By no means is that pill bugs generally don't go and kill your plant. They are usually feasting on decaying material. So it probably was rot that was starting, and they just were drawn in by that. So this one here is Red Amaryllis. It's just a small little bulb. It'll mature over time. I don't know if I'm going to grow them in the garden plot next year. They grew really, really well, but I think I want to have them in pots at the side of the house so I can better monitor their watering. Here is some more. This one's probably got more of the same. The bulb is really spongy, but it's starting to produce an offset here. So when I plant this up, this one is going to survive. The main bulb is probably going to die. Again, I had a problem with that this year. I didn't notice it until I dug them up. This one's Papillo. This Papillo is spongy. It doesn't have any offsets, but chances are it's not going to survive. This Papillo feels good. It's nice and firm. What about this other one? This one is definitely a no good one. It's just squishy. So I'm actually going to throw this away. I don't need that to be in there infecting any of the other plants. Samba. Samba actually didn't do well for me this season. Samba's actually dead. It's squishy. I'm really disappointed because I really enjoyed Samba. It had a big, beautiful flower, but this was just rot. Again, this is from me planting it in the garden and probably watering from above. They really don't like it. Just going to throw this out of the way. Black Pearl. I love this one. I've got no flower spikes starting. It's got all kinds of babies happening. The basal plate is looking nice. The bulb itself is nice still. But still no flower spikes happening. Scarlet Baby. This one did beautifully last year. Still nice and firm. I don't see any flower spikes developing yet. But we've got all kinds of babies starting out the bottom. I thought that I'd have at least one with a flower spike developing. What's this one? Barbados. Oh, Barbados was one of my favorites last year. It was beautiful. So the bulb itself is not doing so bad. I feel that there was some rot happening here. As you can see, there was some rotting in this area. It's starting to produce all kinds of offsets. And inside this rotted area, I see that there's some babies developing there as well. The bulb itself feels firm, so I feel like it's going to survive. But let's just peel some of this away. Can't really tell much right now. Are you able to see that little bit of white just underneath my finger? There's a little bit of white there. That's some new growth happening. So I really hope that this one decides to bloom. And if not bloom, I hope that it decides to put out offsets, because I really enjoyed this one. This had a nice deep red with the white inside. Really, really beautiful. Okay, that was Scarlet Baby. I've got one more. This one is Multiflora Red Garden. This one here, the side of the bulb had rotted out, and now it's got all kinds of babies. We had the basal plate here that died out, so this one's probably not going to bloom at all, but at least we're going to get some development here. So as you can see, the Amaryllis are still kicking. Here's another one. The main bulb is no good, but it's produced all kinds of offsets, so when I plant this up, these are going to be the ones that take over. So stay tuned. We will start planting these up, I'm going to say in another month or so, at the end of February, I suppose, to start them on their way. And if they start flowering or producing a spike, we'll pot them up sooner, but all in all, we're just going to leave them in their dormant state, and then we're going to put them into probably 6-inch pots, or bigger if it's the big clumps. So anyway, stay tuned for more updates. There might be more on Amaryllis, but we'll see. Definitely when we pot them up, I'll bring you along. So anyway, at least we're going to see this one here, the Picotee flower, in a few weeks' time. So anyway, happy growing, everyone. Join me on the Plants and Things What's Growing page, also the Plants and Things regular page on Facebook. Also join me on Instagram, where I'll probably be posting photos of anything starting to grow before you see it in a video. So anyway, stay tuned for more. Until next time. The leaves look like they're dying, but the roots here look like they're okay. So what is going on? What is happening here? Usually it's a form of root stress. The crown of the plant here looks like it's in good shape.